Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renu. I'm ready with yet another video on TR to PR pathway. Today the good news is I have a lot of timelines in different streams, in French streams, in stream B, under stream A, and then we have international graduates. So I will be talking in detail. But before that, if you have any confusion, you can always write back to me. And thank you so very much for sharing your timelines. And even your single comment actually means a lot to me. And I try to push myself as much as I can. The purpose of this channel is make sure that you get all the information in one go and could reach to larger audience. I am from immigration background, so whatever the suggestion or whatever the things I would talk, I'll keep that in mind that this is related to a very sensitive issue, because it's something do or die situation. If you forward any wrong information to IRCC, all your case will get jeopardized, and this has happened in the past. So this TR to PR pathway is extremely a wonderful experience in itself, because I have never seen any kind of an immigration process that have been so prompt. And the best thing is that IRCC visa officer is getting back to each and every applicant, whosoever is there, to get the documentation. So the rejection is almost no under this category. You don't need to worry about that in case if you're not getting through in time, because this will take time, right? And I will try to address all your queries, whatever is pending out here, uh, towards the end of this video. And thank you so very much for writing back to me. And in case if you would like me to share your timeline, I can certainly do that. It's just that you can always hide your name. I can do that for you, and it would reach to larger audience. Now, without wasting a minute, let's dive into our first timeline. This is under French stream. So this person has applied on May 9th. So far we have been receiving the applications from May 6th to May 7th. The number is huge, 40,000 plus 7,300 under international graduate. And now visa officer are rolling out various applications, even of May 8th also. Although the number is pretty low, it's actually very less, I would say. Still, the rollouts are maximum from May 6th to May 7th. The time taking process is usually from 3 to 4 months in getting the AOR. And when you receive the AOR, it may take another, say, 2 to 3 months time. But right now, when you reach to the stage of AOR, things are rolling in pretty fast. So I have updated a lot of timelines in my previous videos. You can always go back and check it out. And also for federal skilled worker programs, you can check out my videos, and I'll share the link in the description box below, whatever the update going on under that. And this person has applied on May 9th, and the AOR was received on August 20th. The very next day, he's passed the medicals, and there was an ADR that was received 2 days later. So that was again on August 23rd, and he's uploaded it the very same day, like very next day. Now he's got the email as a confirmation that ADR has been received, but that was August 27th. So if you see, it's almost like 2 months ago he has received that and is still waiting for the PR confirmation. So things like that. If you're watching this video, I would recommend you to please contact IRCC, because it's going to be more than 2 months. So you can always get back to them and check about the status, what exactly is going on. Moving on to our next timeline. This is under stream B, NOC 441. Now this application was done on May 6th at 1:42 p.m. Eastern Time, and there was a BIL request on September 1st, and the AOR was received on the very next day, September 2nd. Now AOR is actually an acknowledgement of received, and it doesn't give you a guarantee that the case has been successfully through. It's more like the visa officer is kind of giving you an acknowledgement that he or she is in receipt of all your documents whatsoever you have submitted. The beauty under this TR to PR pathway is that they are getting back to each and every applicant whosoever is falling short of any document, which means after receiving the AOR, in case a visa officer thinks that any of your document is lacking, for say if you have not submitted the pay stubs, or you have submitted the wrong information in IMM 5669 form, or you might have provided wrong information, because they can actually track down your information through UCI number. So if your study permit or the first visa was got refused, and you omitted that, or you did not mention that information, IRCC would ask you to resubmit that information through IMM 5669 form. In case if you did not provide the enough details about your address, and or it's not going in sync with the PCC from for say if you have traveled to Singapore and you did not provide the PCC from there, so you will be asked to provide that too. So any place wherever you have resided for more than 6 months, you're supposed to get the PCC. There's one more thing many of you have asked, and I will try to address to reach out to larger audience. In case if you have submitted any of the document for say screenshot of your IELTS within that validity time period, like within valid time period, you don't need to resubmit it. IELTS is valid for 2 years. Biometric is again if you have already provided the biometrics with as a part of your previous application, so you don't need to redo it, because biometric is again valid for 10 years. And so goes for police clearance certificate. If you have submitted the police clearance certificate at the time of application, and you've not received the AOR even after 6 months, you don't need to redo it, because you have submitted the police clearance certificate within its valid time period. However, if you have submitted the letter that you have applied for PCC and now it's more than 6 months time period, IRCC would ask you to resubmit the PCC, like to submit the PCC, because in actual way you did not submit the PCC. That was just a receipt that you have applied for PCC. So you might have to do it. One more question. You can get the PCC even from your local police station or from BLS. I have been advising to get it through BLS. However, if you have it from local police station, you don't need to get it from BLS. You can submit it, and IRCC has issued number of PR card based upon that local police PCC also. And in case if you have any confusion, you can always write back to me. Now let's resume to this case. In this case, this biometric and medicals were passed on September 15, and there was an ADR for 5669 form. Reason being is that this applicant was not able to provide enough information of her travel history from 2011 to 2013. And if you see, there been a request for police clearance certificate for her travel to Taiwan and Hong Kong, and she has submitted like on October 5th, and actually on both the dates. So you can see here that in case if you have resided in any of the location or any of the place for more than 6 months, you will be asked to submit the PCC. Just make sure that you submit it. And in case if you have not done it at the time of application, don't need to worry about. Start preparing for it. And by the time you get the AOR, of course, there would be a requisition for that too. All right. Moving on to our next case is non-essential stream B. If you see here, this applicant has applied on May 6th at 12:51 p.m. Eastern Time in the capacity of salesperson. All the documents were submitted in one go. So you can see the time taking process would be reduced automatically. Now the biometrics were done on August 12th, and please link up his application on August 12th. In this case, the AOR was received on August 13, and thereafter, now this is an option if you would like to choose access to information and privacy. If you want, I can talk about in detail. I just wanted to cut down a time. So you can always go for ATIP. So he did that on October 12th. So he received the portal email on October 13, and within 2 hours, he got the portal credentials. So he's updated the information like his address and his his photographs, and that's how within a week's time period this person was able to get the ECOPR. That was on October 18th. Moving on to another timeline for international graduate. So under this person has applied on May 6th at 12:33 p.m. Eastern Time. Now everything was sent upfront. Now let me tell you, in case if you're not able to submit all the documents in one go and you think that there were a couple of documents missing, for say if you're not able to submit the pay stubs, or you forgot to submit the T4 form, or even the wrong information has been submitted, you don't need to worry about under this category. So this is again amazing that visa officer would ask you to submit the ADR for that particular document. Also, in case if visa officer has issued you AOR and these all documents like you think that you did not inform all the information in one go. For say the pay stub were not submitted, the wrong information was there, you did not mention the study permit failure, or your one of your visa got refused, or any update has happened under your application, you got married, you're blessed to have a child, I would recommend you to please submit that information through IRCC web form, and I have explained the whole process in one of my video. I will share the link in the description box below. Now, please do not submit any unsolicited document before AOR or ADR unless and until you don't receive any information from IRCC. You're not supposed to submit any information on your own because that's going to be all in vain, futile. It's clearly mentioned onto the website also that IRCC will not accept any unsolicited document, which means unless and until they don't ask you, you don't have to submit. Okay, you can do that only after the receipt of AOR. I hope that makes it clear. Moving on to resume to this case. In this case, there was no ADR. That's again, in case if you have submitted all the documents in one go, there is a possibility that there won't be any kind of an ADR. Now, in some of the cases, IRCC has started asking you to link up your application even before AOR. So if you get that kind of an email, because few of the applicant has got it and I got hold of that information, I would highly recommend please link up your application as soon as possible. When you link up your application, you're likely to get the ADR under your portal. So there could be a request for police clearance certificate, or there could be a request to submit the IMM 5669 form. And sometimes there's only a deadline of 7 days. So just be quick when you do that. When you, for say, if you're receiving an email from IRCC today, just try to do it as soon as possible. If you don't get it through, if you're not able to link up the application today, try it tomorrow. Don't do it for more than 4 attempts in a day because the maximum it's 5. Otherwise, you'll be locked out of it for 24 hours and then you have to try it back after 24 hours. So just try to do it at least 4 times in a day if you get a letter from IRCC. And in case if you don't get a letter, try to link up at least once in a day. Now, in this case, biometrics were received on September 10th, medicals were passed on September 10th itself, and there were ghost update on October 2nd. Now, ghost update is again a good sign, which means when you upload your information, especially your additional documents or your documents get evaluated by the IRCC visa officer, you're likely to get ghost updates. So it's more like an alarm that yes, your case is getting through, and is basically a good news. Like 99% is always a good news. And you're not going to get rejections under TR to PR pathway unless and until you're not able to provide the wrong information. For say, there are various scenarios where your application would get rejected. The first one is if you have applied for French stream and you did not submit the French test. If you have applied under TR to PR, like the general streams like international graduates, stream A or stream B, and you were not able to fulfill the requirement, whatever been set by the guidelines. For say, if you have picked up a knock where you have to submit the supporting documents, and IRCC has asked you to submit those documents, and you failed to do that within 30 days time period or 7 days time period, that's how visa officer would reject your application. Other than that, there is not even a single case, so don't worry about that. Okay. Now, in this case, if you see, the PR portal was done on October 13th and portal credentials were done on the very next day. So if you see, based upon the recent trend, especially in the month of October, people actually are getting within a week's time period from the stage when they receive the PR portal. Like it's pretty quick. You get the PR portal, then portal credentials will be updated within a day or so, it will be done, and then you will get the COPR. However, there are cases where it may take up to 4 weeks. So it varies from case to case and visa officer to visa officer. Moving on to another timeline is for international graduate. Under this applicant has applied on May 6th at 12:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Everything was up upfront, like PCC, IELTS, TRF, that's a test report form, medicals, biometric, and he was also able to link up his application on September 29th. Now, there was a biometric refund since he's already got the biometric with his previous application. So he might have applied for BIL and that's how he's got the refund for that on September 28th. Now he's passed the medicals. That was on October 6th. And 3 days later, he got the PR portal October 9th. And if you see from here, it's PR confirmation was done on October 16th and ECO PR was received on October 20th. So that was yesterday only. Moving on to another timeline is for non-healthcare stream B. Under this, if you see, this applicant has applied on May 6th at 2:36 p.m. Eastern Time. Thankfully, it has been pushed now. Earlier, we were experiencing the cases from 12 to 1 p.m. So yeah, things are rolling out now better. In this case, biometric request was there on October 20th, and the very next day, the biometric was submitted, and the application was linked on October 21st again. So now he's just have to wait for the AOR, and it could be any time. Okay. Now moving on, this was all the timelines. Now moving on to the questions here. Now, in case if you have the same questions, you can always go into the comment section and it can help you. Now, if you see here, yeah, this is the question. Now, here I've applied for essential healthcare worker on June 2nd. Haven't received anything yet. What time frame can accept to receive my AOR? Now, based upon current scenario, I'll just like to share the timeline. When you submit the application, especially for those candidates from May 6th to May 8th, they are getting AOR. They are in fact getting the COPR. So if you see till October, so it started May. So, you can take, and on an average, it takes 4 to 6 months time period in total for an application to be through, which is actually very less if you compare with CEC or Federal Skilled Worker Program. That takes way too much time, and rejection is almost nil under this category. So this is really good. Moving on to another one, I have shared the open work permit timelines also, so you can always go back and check the video here. I would just like to yeah, this is one question. Hello, Renu. I have applied under TR to PR under essential non-healthcare on 30th May. I'm planning to go to India in November and be back in December. Do you think it's safe for me to go? Now, I would highly recommend to all of you, please hold on to your traveling unless and until it's like really important. So my suggestion would be just to hold on and get your ECOPR, like the PR card first, because these things would take time. And don't jeopardize for the sake of traveling for the time being. Like I have canceled all my traveling plan because of my current job. So I would highly recommend you to please hold on, because the scenario is totally skeptic right now. You never know when exactly things are likely to get changed. So it's better to stick to where you are. Get the your PR card and then plan for it. Okay. Another one is, I applied under, got AOR on October 18th, and in 0130, I made a mistake. I wrote my job ending date on 6 May. However, I'm still working with the same company and fill section 5, which was meant for stream A and B. What do you suggest? Should I raise a web form? Now, in this case, if you have not received the AOR, I would not recommend you to raise any of the web form, because it's clearly mentioned on the website also that IRCC is not going to accept any unsolicited document, which means unless and until you don't get a requisition or AOR is there, you're not supposed to submit any web form. Once you get the AOR, like acknowledgement of receipt, you definitely can do that. Now, in this case, I applied on May 6th at 1:30 with dependent under IG. I received my AOR on September 14th. I linked my account same day, but I did not receive any message or link to submit my husband PCC. Now, in this case, you're likely to get only for the principal applicant. So if you're able to link up your application, you will get all the required documents list under your account. So just keep an eye on your portal. You will be able to do that. Now, ma'am, I got an AOR month ago. All the documents were submitted the same day, but my medical is still not passed. Now, in this case, again, you don't need to worry about. You just have to, like when you say my medical's still not passed, means when you're waiting for the medicals to get passed. So don't need to worry about that. You have enough time, and you've already got to the reach, like to the stage of AOR. So yeah, it could be any time now. Now another one is, hello ma'am, as I'm worried, I'm not getting any update since my AOR. It's been 2 months, and why I'm sharing you with that, because all of you might have the same concern. So my question is, I want to create my Express Entry profile, but I could not find Express Entry column in my GCKey account. So should I create a new IRCC account and create Express Entry profile? Yes, you have to create a new one. I renew, I got ECOPR, but there's no option to download that place. They write in review with IRCC, could you help? Yeah, I would message you separately, I think, in this category. So there's a process you have to follow for the ECOPR, and I will write back to you onto this for sure. Then I got PR in IG and want to withdraw my essential services file. I can request refund directly and need to raise web form first. Yeah, you have to request for the refund. And since you got the PR in international graduates, so situation like this, you might have applied under two categories. So in this category, if you see, this person has applied under two categories. So for essential services and then international graduates. So when you get through international graduate, he has to apply for essential worker stream. So under essential worker stream, he would be eligible, or you will be eligible for the refund for right of landing fee only, not for the visa processing fee, because that the first fee is the visa processing fee is non-refundable. All right, I think that's all for today, and I hope this video had made sense. And if you have any question, you can always write back to me under my channel. So there are a lot of queries out there. So if I hope I have been able to answer these. There's one more here. Hi, I applied on May 6th around 1 p.m. and still waiting for AOR. This process is clearly very challenging. I heard this news around September that IRCC has confirmed that all the applications submitted on 6th May will receive a decision before the end of this year, as I hopeful, but false has this new sound. I still wanted to confirm, is there any truth? Thanks. Yeah. So yeah, that thing is not possible that they're gonna cover up or finish all the cases by end of this year. That's quite impossible. But yeah, based upon October timelines, things are rolling out pretty fast, honestly speaking. And we've been receiving a lot of AORs, and I have seen a lot of good news around. I will be sharing with through my channel. And if you have any confusion, you can always write back to me. I will try to address. And from now on, I would try to address your queries this method so that it could help larger audience. Also, if you would like to share your timeline, you can always write back to me under my channels community. That will give you more assistance in terms of timelines also. All right, thank you so very much for choosing to watch this video. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.